Hello everyone, welcome to the class. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about Krebs cycle. This Krebs cycle is named after the biochemist Hans Krebs. He got Nobel Prize for this work. This Krebs cycle is a part of aerobic respiration, or it is a aerobic respiration which is going to take place inside the mitochondrial matrix. That is the matrix of mitochondria. So here we are going to see different steps. So before that, we must know, like, whatever the requirement is there for the cycle, all the enzymes, the substrate, the coenzymes, everything that is present inside the mitochondrial matrix. So the reaction is going to take place over there by using those raw material. So the very first, after the link reaction, we have got this 2 carbon containing molecule acetyl-CoA. This acetyl-CoA get condensed with oxaloacetic acid, which is a 4 carbon containing molecule, to form the first stable product, citric acid. This citric acid is 6 carbon containing molecule and this is containing 3 carboxyl group. So because of this reason, this is also termed as tricarboxylic acid cycle and citric acid cycle also. TCA cycle, citric acid cycle, Krebs cycle. These are the names for this. Okay, so the first product is citric acid. Citric acid undergo isomerizations to form isocitrate. Isocitrate is going to form oxalosuccinate after the oxidation. While oxidizing, this NAD plus coenzyme is involved, which is going to get reduced itself to oxidize this molecule to form oxalosuccinate. So after oxalosuccinate formation, there is a decarboxylation. It means the release of carbon dioxide molecule. So as it is oxidation and decarboxylation, so we are going to call it oxidative decarboxylation to form a 5 carbon containing molecule alpha ketoglutarate or alpha ketoglutric acid. So this is 5 carbon because 1 carbon we have already removed. So this is 5 carbon. This again undergo oxidation to form succinyl-CoA. So this CO is also, CoA is also present in the matrix, that is added with the succinyl chemical. So while forming the succinyl-CoA, one decarboxylation again going to take place. So from the 5 carbon molecule, now we are going to obtain 4 carbon molecule. Second molecule of carbon, first because it is 2 carbon, so first we have already removed from here, second we are going to remove from here. Okay, so till this point decarboxylation occurs, no further decarboxylation. It means the coming reactions will continue with 4 carbon. So this was the second formation of this reduced coenzyme over here while converting from alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl-CoA. Now from succinyl-CoA to succinic acid, there is a formation of ATP. This ATP which is formed over here, this is the substrate phosphorylation. It means direct formation of ATP. So that is going to happen with the formation of one GTP molecule from GDP, and then GTP get converted into again GDP. While conversion, the energy which is released is used to make ATP. So one ATP during one Krebs cycle. After this, the succinic acid get converted into fumarate, and this is by again oxidation, and while oxidizing, this FAD, a similar molecule that of NAD, is going to form FADH2 to form the fumarate. Fumarate again going to form malate, pyruvation of water molecule, malate to oxaloacetic acid. So here we are regenerating oxaloacetic acid, we are doing decarboxylation, we are oxidizing the substrate to form the reduced coenzymes. So during the Krebs cycle. Direct ATP which is formed is 1. The NADH which are formed, NADH plus H positive, they are formed thrice. This is first, this is second, and this is the third one. Okay. From succinic acid to fumarate, 1 FADH2. These FADH2, NADH plus H positive will enter into electron transport system to get oxidized and help in forming the ATP molecule. So this is the Krebs cycle. Thank you.